I'm doing it for my daughter.
You know what I think of firemen? I think you're a fucking lazy person. I think a lot of people work harder than you do, and I don't like the valor that you have. Culturally, we've built shit around you because a president flew 2 planes into a building and a bunch of you died.
Damn.
So you got free valor.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, what about Donald Trump? He's the 45th and 47th president. That means he's the 9/11 president. Is he owned by AIPAC? Is he going to get us into a World War III? And is he part of the Illuminati?
Dude, the World War III flirtations. I don't know. I haven't seen anything.
Someone sent off a few rockets. That's what I heard last. I didn't hear anything about war.
Golden Dome.
They said Golden Dawn.
They need to erect, so they have the Iron Dome. They need to erect the Golden Dome.
And what is the Golden Dome? Is that just a dome made of
Better.
gold?
It's just bigger, better.
You don't want to know. It's gonna cost a lot of money, though.
Whoa.
And that's going to be the Trump Golden Dome. They're going to call it the
lot
Trump
of money.
Dome.
This is where the Seattle Mariners are going to be playing.
Goes hard.
I want to see the Dead Sea, though. I definitely would like to see that.
But Charles, the idea of a professional sports team going to Israel, I think Benjamin Netanyahu would like that. I would love to see the Dallas Cowboys play in Tel Aviv. I think that would be America's team.
Man, that would be awesome.
I mean, wouldn't that be
I would
sick
actually,
to
yeah,
watch
I'd actually watch
football?
those games.
They could put another point on their star, make it a 6-pointed star for
That'd be cool.
the away game there. Be cool.
Jerry Jones could be talking about 8.5-inch cocks with Jamie Foxx.
As I'm saying, they're going to pay all the players $6 million, even the bad ones.
Yeah.
They should pay him
I think that would be
$271,000.
That's a good crossover.
I think that we need an Israel NFL connection. Okay, let's talk about some real stuff, though.
Let's go.
Alex Schultz. Alex, you did a great job. This project, I know I give the guys a lot of credit because they're in front of the camera, but you're also in front. And you play is the fireman, he's trying to get with these women, though. Why does Nick hate the fireman? You know, you guys are so smart, some of these jokes. Can you explain that? Is it because, Nick, those firemen are so fucking annoying how they always have the boot?
Yeah,
What is the
general ethos of the firefighter people and what they stand for?
Well, I mean, it's not necessarily not volunteer firefighters, because those guys I think are just like community guys that are genuinely into their community. They don't know the sad realities of city firemen, but just hearing pension funds for firemen and sitting around and really working the system, like the bad side of union electricians. They call it fucking the dog. It's a union term for falling asleep and getting paid for $65 an hour, and then working double time, and then firemen falling off ladders and getting paid $250,000 a year in major metros, and then like you hear about like New York City firefighters making $350,000 a year, and like then we wonder why criminals can run, because like all the budgets of police and fire are eaten up by fire.
When was the last time you suffered from a fire, Stein?
Exactly. I never get burned. But Nick, you're right. Even though some of their content is terrible, but that PSL, that Palestinian Liberation Group, they're in LA. They'll go. There's a website where you can look up every LAPD salary. If you have their badge number, you can look at their salary, and they'll look up their salary, and it's always some guy making $167,000, and then they Google his name. It's like, the officer ran over his foot on the job, getting a pension plan. You know, they are taking advantage of the system, and they're not actually helping anybody. But the firemen, especially, they don't give a damn about the firemen. I just think when I see that sketch, him being a pervert, I also think these firemen, there's those sketches where they go into the house and it's like a black fireman and they go and steal money from the people's.
Well, the sketch was sort of implying that they're, leeches who fuck children. So that's sort of the main gist of the.
I don't know if firemen largely fuck children, but they are leeches.
It's an implying.
Talk to a good cop. To have a conversation at a bar with a decent cop. They do exist.
It's a subtle.
Dude, you're trying to get fucking money for what?
I'm collecting money for the fire department. That doesn't make any sense when I'm out
Saving
here.
lives.
Yeah, I do save lives.
Yeah,
sometimes.
9/11 was a fucking insurance job, dude.
I lost my grandfather in 9/11.
No, you didn't. You should be thrown into a fucking river.
Stein, do you know the history of firefighting? It's a mob thing. Ancient Rome, it's a mob thing. They would set fire to people's homes and then demand payment to put it out.
Oh.
That's the very beginnings of the fire department. It's an ancient Roman mob tactic.
What do you think about every great city having a fire? Are they hiding ancient history? And are we really not 2,000 years old? Like, how the hell is San Francisco, Chicago, they all burned down? Is there something?
Oh, you have to erase a people's history if you want them to be happy prisoners and not hang their rulers. So you have to erase the history so they have nothing to hold on to, nothing to fight for. So they're just all homogenized with a fake history. That's why it's done. It's just normal to do that, I guess.
If you were walking around seeing great buildings that the Tartarians built with 9-foot doorways and these incredible statues and sculptures and everything, you would take pride in your nation. You would behave fundamentally differently. This stuff has to be destroyed in fire, which the crooked graft-based fire department, it's all an insurance job. But they're playing their part in the cover-up. They have to be.
Well, Larry Silverstein, he did an insurance fraud and he got paid twice for the Twin Towers. So it is kind of
part of the big fire industry.
The big fire industry, the fire industrial complex.
Yes.
You're making a big point that people don't realize. But now I want to get back into the conspiratorial stuff. I know you're kind of saying that a little sarcastically, but I do believe in Nephilim. I think there was giants before here. Am I crazy? Does any of you guys?
There were giants.
I absolutely believe that. Absolutely know it.
Yeah.
I absolutely. Oh, you have to take a look at the Smithsonian, what they've done to all the giant bones. That's all you need to know. They just destroy them all.
I mean, they say they hide them. Is that you actually do believe that? Because I do honestly do believe that human beings were. I think the reason why they use a lot of the numerology 33, it talks about the 30 of the angels cast out of heaven onto earth. I think God is real 100%, and I do believe that there was some sort of probably some sort of spiritual being that had sex with humans and were the offspring of Nephilim.
Do you believe in Jesus, Stein?
I do. I was baptized. I was actually baptized.
Do you believe Jesus was real?
Well, see, this is the thing is they talk about how there's all these other parallel stories to Jesus, but then I feel like every other religious text basically certifies his existence. So I'm of the opinion that Jesus was 100% real. Now the debate is, was he resurrected?
Do you believe it was the Son of God?
Was he the Son of God? I mean, that's how I was raised. I kind of believe that. Yeah. I mean,
kind of.
Yeah.
You got to pick. You got to pick. What do you actually believe, Stein?
I was baptized, and so
I don't care about the baptizing. If you had to pick, what's it gonna be? Just yes or no?
I would say that Jesus is real and that he's the Son of God and that he was resurrected is what I would if I had to bet, if I had to gamble. Okay. And that's the gamble that I'm taking, is that I'm betting on Jesus.
Safe bet.
Now that's good gambling.
Yeah, that we support.
No, that's a bet that Dave Portnoy's not willing to make.
No, that's a bet he would never make.
No,
Not
man.
even for $1 billion, trillion. He would never bet on Jesus. Because I think spiritually we probably are supposed to follow Jesus. And then, okay.
And that's true. That's not just me trying to keep you out of my personal email. It's just my personal email is unusable. There's like fucking 30,000 unread messages, and it just every time I hit refresh, it's fucking Trump. I have like Trump emails. That's what it is.
Yeah.
That's what I get. I get. It doesn't matter. It's not worth getting into. But yeah, like fucking Trump and Nancy Pelosi are the big hitters that I keep seeing over and over again. Like if I hit refresh, there'll be a new one from them.
What the fuck is Nancy Pelosi doing emailing you?
I don't know. It's like
she's personally emailing you.
And the subject lines, the subject lines are good. Like they get me. Like it'll be something like, now we've got a problem, and I'll be like, oh no, is this my mom? What's happening? Now we've got a problem, and I look to the left and it says Nancy Pelosi, and I'm like, oh fucking A, man.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, she knows you personally.
She gets her hooks in. Okay.
You have to work on your boxing.
Oh, shoot a piece. Yeah.
Hey, it's me, Mike from Providence. You have to work on your boxing.
Don't take so many body shots, Sam.
I saw it at the gym.
You will.
Nancy Pelosi would like you to know.
Damn, dude, that sing's so good. I wish I could remember half the things I wrote down.
Make sure you go down and you let your local fireman know that he's a fucking lazy piece of shit tax thief with the window down. Do it. You know what I think of firemen? I think you're a fucking lazy person. I think a lot of people work harder than you do, and I don't like the valor that you have. Culturally, we've built shit around you because a president flew 2 planes into a building and a bunch of you died.
Damn.
So you got free valor.
Statistically, you've been in one burning building your whole career.
Yeah, I don't give a shit if my house burns.
If that.
Yeah, one building. Yeah, exactly. You put out frying pan fires.
You work for the insurance company.
Yeah. let the fucking thing burn down, and then let my insurance company come pay me for all my Rolex watches that were inside my house all of a sudden without receipts or proof of purchase. Watch me do insurance fraud and then have the fireman come fuck it all up for me. With his big red truck. Wee-oo, wee-oo, wee-oo. Here it comes out. I'm going to put out the insurance fraud. What a fucking bummer you are.
What a hero.
Yeah,
Wisdom. That's what you're paying for. Wisdom. And as the 𝐿𝐿𝐴 says, wisdom is nothing more than talking with one's friends. Can you look up 𝐿𝐿𝐴 wisdom real quick? Let's get the actual quote.
Wisdom is no more than chow mein sandwiches. Wisdom is eating cinder block dust and then taking your crew to get a chow mein sandwich.
You know what's funny on Instagram? The guys that do freak workouts. Like they just rage. Like they go like they do like the hardest workout you've ever seen.
When they like box jump 72 inches and like backflip and then run and
there's some guy that fuck, I forgot his last name. It's like James Watson or something, but he's this black dude that's shredded, and he's a boxer too, and he's like I'm coming for all the straps, like all the belts.
Yeah.
And then he does these workouts that are crazy. Like if you saw these workouts, you'd be like, oh my God, this is the most savage, animalistic human being I've ever seen. He's fucking tearing these weights apart. He's going crazy. And then he's just like not that good of a boxer.
No.
he's okay, but he's
he's not like
I saw he speeds up the workout footage too. Which you can tell because of a
background.
That but also just like a pendulum has the same frequency no matter what. Like you can't make a heavy bag swing faster or slower. Like a heavy bag's never gonna go like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if it goes a little too fast, and also you can look at the folds and clothing, you can tell when they speed it up, even if it's just like 10%, because that's what you would do if you were being slick, is you would only do it 10%. But the thing is, if you speed something up 10%, and if it's 30 frames per second, if you wanted to speed up 30 frames per second footage by 2, like make it 200 times faster, you'd be able the eye would be able to notice it, but you wouldn't have a difference in the amount of frames because 30 it's evenly divisible by 2. You just have 15 frames. So you throw out 15 frames, you keep 15 frames, and that's what you that 15 frames is then what you play to show the fastness. But if you're speeding it up only 10%, you take 30 frames, you take 10% of 30.
That's an awkward number.
You're throwing out 3 frames. Like which 3 frames are you going to pick? So at some point in that 30 frame sequence, at some point in 1 second, you're going to see even movement go from like 1, 2, 3, 4, 6.
Yeah, the tempo is
7.
going to be
off.
off.
You're going to see. You would be able to notice if you do a frame by frame thing. You'll notice one where it's like a jump. It's like a 2-frame.
It's going
jump.
to be non-linear.
Yeah, exactly.
That's not cool.
It's you can control it with a vibrating underwear though.
That is what I like to do with my friends. I say, hey friend, would you like to put on some underwear that have a mechanical device in them that goes into your �𝐲𝐸? I will control the frequency at which it vibrates. Perhaps you can ejaculate. Now we are back to normal.
Okay.
I'm highly critical of the gay community. Have you ever been sucked to completion?
Never.
Excuse me, sir. Have you ever been? He was this like diminutive, small shrink, but he was like so forward. I could picture him walking up to like my boss.
Wait, is this a person?
Yeah.
What?
It's just like a ripoff of a customer.
Oh.
But he's like, that's how he talked. Have you ever been sucked to perfection?